Today, I'm walking you through Vizard, an amazing AI tool that takes any long video and instantly transforms it into a whole library of bite-sized shareable content pieces. If you've ever stared at a 45-minute Zoom recording or a full YouTube upload thinking about the sheer effort needed to pull out 10 shorts, this tool was built for that exact problem. It intelligently finds the very best moments, automatically cuts them into ready-to-post clips, helps you schedule them, and gives you a central content calendar to manage everything in one clean place. Sounds like complete magic, right? Well, let me show you how it actually functions in a real-life workflow and how it stacks up against other repurposing apps you might have already tried. All right, welcome to the Vizard dashboard, which is the main control center for all your content operations. The first thing to really understand is that you organize everything into these separate workspaces, which act as your content hubs. You can think of one workspace as being dedicated solely to your YouTube channel content, another for a specific podcast, or even one just for internal community calls. The core philosophy here is maintaining a consistent, repeatable workflow for every distinct type of content you publish. You have the freedom to create as many of these specialized workspaces as your content strategy demands, and they come preloaded with useful features. Built-in prompts and custom presets automatically activate the moment you upload a new recording, making the system instantly tailored to that source material. It genuinely feels like the application is thinking ahead about your entire workflow, instead of trying to force you to adapt your process to its rigid structure. Let's quickly make a new workspace now, and I'll label this one for my primary AI channel content. Next, you pick your preferred label style for organization, such as season and episode numbers, or perhaps just a simple freeform tagging system. You choose the primary language spoken in the video, and then you can input some magic words or specific spelling preferences, which is a lifesaver for niche terms. Crucially, you can give the AI context about the video's topic, like videos about generative AI and creator growth, so the outputs are perfectly matched to your desired tone. After a quick click to save, boom, your dedicated content creation workspace is instantly up and running and ready for input. Now we move to the upload stage, and this is where Vizard shows great flexibility with various sources. You can use direct file uploads, paste in a link from Google Drive, or connect directly to a Vimeo, Loom, or even a specific YouTube link. If your video editor sends you a final draft via a shared drive link, you just copy, paste, and submit it for processing right then and there. And for those running weekly community calls on platforms like Zoom, you can plug those in too, getting them auto-summarized into clips and posts automatically. That capability alone is massive because most creators have tons of buried value in long calls, but absolutely zero time to manually clip and repurpose that gold. Once the file is successfully uploaded, the system immediately gets to work transcribing the entire audio track. You will see the complete transcript displayed right alongside the main video player for easy reference and editing. Here is an immediate pro tip. Instead of juggling 3 different applications just to extract subtitles, Vizard lets you export a clean SRT file directly from that transcript. Downloading that SRT and uploading it to YouTube suddenly gives your video subtitles, which boosts reach, especially across different languages. That small step for accessibility often translates directly into significantly more organic views, representing a huge payoff for minimal effort. Next up is the actual clip extraction, and this is where the fun really starts for short-form content. You can precisely highlight any single sentence within that transcript and instantly turn that selection into a dedicated, polished clip. Need a perfect 15-second quote snippet that has the potential to absolutely blow up as a reel or a TikTok short? Simply select the line, hit the Create Clip function, and Vizard generates an optimized short in whatever aspect ratio you need for that specific platform. There is also a dedicated audiogram option for creating those popular, engaging audio posts that feature a waveform visual underneath the talking head. These audiograms look incredibly slick and professional, making them perfect for a quick promo or a thought-provoking standalone post. One feature that keeps multi-speaker content incredibly tidy is the ability to assign specific names to different speakers throughout the timeline. This speaker tagging makes multi-person editing clean and organized, which is essential when pulling quotes from several guests in one recording. But Vizard doesn't just stop at single clips. When you hit Generate Content, the tool outputs a massive suite of assets all at once. This suite includes suggested titles, SEO-friendly keywords, accurate timestamps, detailed descriptions, and even draft email newsletter copy. It's like feeding a full-length video into a specialized content factory and getting a dozen polished, ready-to-use deliverables back automatically. You can then review those suggested titles, make small tweaks if needed, and immediately add that entire package to your content pipeline with a target schedule date. Now, this scheduling capability is what truly separates Vizard from a simple stitching or clipping-only application. Instead of just producing clips and abandoning you to manually upload them to every social platform, Vizard features a powerful auto-schedule function. You simply define your desired posting frequency, say 3 clips every week, set your preferred time slots, and the AI maps them out automatically. If you operate at scale, Repurposing multiple videos weekly, this hands-off scheduling is an absolute, undeniable lifesaver for your sanity. You can finally eliminate those scattered draft folders in Google Drive and that last-minute scramble on publishing day that everyone dreads. The content pipeline itself functions like a lightweight project management system integrated right into the editing suite. You can add subtasks, assign specific team members to assets, set hard due dates, and apply labels like needs final review or approved. This brilliantly integrates the creative output, the clips and copy, with the necessary production steps all within one cohesive timeline. Personally, keeping the finalized title, keywords, timestamps, and promotional emails all tethered to one timeline prevents chaos from floating assets. Let's circle back to titles and SEO for a moment, as that's a huge driver of discoverability on platforms like YouTube. Vizard generates several strong title options and a beautifully formatted, ready-to-copy block of keywords that you can paste directly into the YouTube tags section. It formats those keywords to respect YouTube's character limits, and you can even schedule a reminder to finalize that title right before the publishing deadline. That small, automated reminder system, paired with the pipeline assignments, is what transforms raw ideas into a truly systematic, organized workflow. Another incredibly useful feature for content discovery is the Clip Finder, which scans your whole recording for high engagement moments. This is super helpful when you have a candid conversation that might contain several unexpected viral sound bites you missed initially. You can then open those flagged lines directly in the studio to fine-tune the exact clip length and edit out any stray beginning or end fragments. For those running dedicated clip channels or podcast highlight reels, this fast discovery mechanism is exactly the fuel you need to stay consistent. Vizard also drafts full email newsletters and supporting social copy based directly on the content and context of your source video. Normally, you'd have to hop into a separate AI chat, write a prompt, edit the output, format it, and then repeat that whole process for every platform. Here, you get an editable draft that is already aware of the video's main points, saving you the heavy lifting of initial concept generation. You can slap a quick needs review tag on it, schedule it in the pipeline, and then assign the final polish to a team member or a virtual assistant later. These tiny, well-placed time savers, multiplied across multiple videos a week, result in significant reclaimed productivity. Other useful outputs include highly shareable, tweetable lines, short thread starters, and community engagement prompts for your Discord server. These are fantastic for injecting content into platforms like Twitter or Threads, giving you 90% of the structure without a blank page stare. And if you find one output type, like a long summary, is completely irrelevant to your strategy, you always have the option to simply disable that entire output stream. There is also a unique Magic Chat style feature built in, which is essentially a chat interface that can answer any question about your uploaded video. You can ask it things like, what were the top 5 viral sentences in this recording? Or, summarize the main arguments in exactly 3 bullet points. It pulls those answers directly and accurately from the source file, which is super helpful when brainstorming quick ideas for new clips or topic hooks. Now let's talk frankly. You might be thinking this sounds similar to that other app you experimented with last month. Yes, there are several competitors who do parts of this job well. Some excel at photorealistic quote cards, and others are stronger on raw transcript accuracy. However, many of those tools often suffer from fragmented workflows, meaning you still need a separate scheduler or a completely external editing step. Furthermore, some products impose strict monthly minute quotas or charge prohibitively high fees just to add a single collaborator seat. Many competitor products clearly feel like they built a basic clip editor first, and then tried to tack the necessary repurposing features onto the side later. Vizard's real, practical edge comes from combining smart clip finding, auto-editing, actual scheduling, and a centralized calendar view. It's not just about making clips. It's about building a repeatable publishing machine around those clips, which is the key to long-term growth. For any creator who is scaling up, whether it's a dedicated clips channel or repurposing weekly team meetings, this integrated approach saves real time and ensures posting never falls off track. Regarding pricing and minute limits, always pay attention to the specific tier you select, as they are based on your monthly video volume. If you plan on pushing dozens of long videos through the system every month, you should obviously opt for a higher minute tier. However, for most individual creators managing a single main channel, the lower to mid tiers are perfectly sufficient and far more cost-effective than a dedicated editor. So, to quickly recap the entire journey, drop a long video in, get a full transcript and downloadable SRT, highlight gold to create instant short clips. Generate titles, keywords, and even full newsletter drafts, then slot it all into the calendar system for automated, headache-free posting. This is a workflow that truly transforms a single recording into weeks of consistent, engaging content without the usual administrative burnout. If your current strategy involves long-form content and you need to seriously scale up your short-form output, Vizard is the tool that makes that scale sustainable long-term. That sustainability, that repeatable consistency month after month, is precisely what drives meaningful audience growth in today's crowded digital space. All right, that concludes the full tour of the Vizard platform and its key features. If you're curious, next time I can provide a direct side-by-side comparison of Vizard versus a popular clip-only tool to break down the creator benefits. But for anyone needing end-to-end content repurposing, from the raw file all the way to a scheduled post, this solution is absolutely worth a deep dive. Take some time to click around the dashboard, test out that workspace logic, and run one of your own long videos through the system to see the power yourself. You will immediately see exactly what I mean regarding the time and mental energy you are about to save starting today. Now go take that massive recording and finally start making some impactful bite-sized clips.